What is up, guys? Thank you for checking out today's video. As you can tell by the title, this is a kind of a sad moment. I thought it was a video I'd never be making, but here we are. Sometimes we do spontaneous stuff and hope for the best. So that's kind of what's going on here. As you can see behind me, the car is gutted out. There's no front seats or rear seats, and the reason for that is I'm gonna be selling my GSF seats. My honestly really rare, really hard to get red GSF seats. First ISF in the US, I believe, to have had these seats in there. I know there's guys in Puerto Rico, they're the ones that actually helped me out getting the wiring down. So thank you to those guys. But I've only had them for I think 5 months maybe. Kind of a short time. I really do love them, and I'm pretty sad I'm getting rid of them. But there's a reason behind that, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are curious why. And so I'm gonna go through that and kind of tell you guys why I'm getting rid of them and what made me decide to do it. So as you can see, the seats are out of the car. I got the rear seats out too. They're sitting behind me, and I just kind of cleaned them up right now. The new owner is gonna be picking them up today. And one of the reasons I decided to sell it, I'm sure a lot of you are gonna be asking, is, as if you guys haven't noticed, I'm going with more of a track focus on the Lexus ISF I have. So we're gonna be going with full bucket seats for the track. There's a lot of benefits to those seats over these for what I want them for. Don't get me wrong, I love these seats. They're beautiful, awesome color, like just in an ISF too, like they're just really rare. So I'm gonna lose that and I'm gonna miss it a lot, but the new seats I'm getting are about 30 pounds each with the brackets and everything, which is pretty light. They have a way lighter ones, but that's if you get like a carbon back one, which is a lot more expensive. I went with just the regular FRP. And so they're about 30 pounds each seat. And I weighed these GSF front seats today, and each one's around 65 pounds per seat. So that's quite a bit of weight. That's about 130 pounds between the two. That's a lot of weight. So I'm gonna be cutting that down to like 65 pounds max with the new seats. So that's one huge benefit. Another benefit is on the track, what I've noticed, these seats, although they are like pretty bolstered, they're not the same as like full track seats. Honestly, they're meant to be like more comfortable, which you got to understand, like they're selling like Lexuses, so it's still got to be like comfortable and have all the nice features. And being all leather, you kind of slide around a little bit. And also, I'm not that big of a guy. I'm about like 175 to 180 pounds. So I don't fit like super tight in the seat. I do fit good, but not super tight. So for the track, for what I want it, I'm gonna be going with a tighter seat, something that holds me a lot better. Also, I'm gonna be able to use harnesses now. So I'm gonna be using 5-point harnesses, which is another great benefit, because these, you can't put a harness through here. They're too narrow, and you can't have like a pinched harness. It actually like makes it unsafe, or like a failure point for the harness. So those are the benefits. Also, another big benefit is the price. The price of the seats I'm going to be getting, brand new, is going to be about $1,000 cheaper than what these seats are going to be selling for. And that's just because these seats are pretty expensive, factory like OEM Lexus seats. You know, they're pretty expensive. So I'm going to be switching over to still really nice seats, but it's going to save me some money that I can either put back into the car, or something I want to do. Like next up is going to be like oil coolers or a trans cooler and a radiator upgrade. So that's all stuff I can get if I switch the seats. So that's just another benefit to me switching seats. Also, yes, I'm going to lose the reclining features and all the adjustments, but to be honest, since I have the 4-point cage, I can't use any of that anyways. My seat's always all the way back because it's kind of tight in there. So so I'm not going to miss that, honestly. That's not a big deal. And I guess I'd tell you guys about the company I'm going to be using. So I'm going to be using Status Racing. They're pretty well known here locally in Southern California. I don't know if they're nationwide known or how popular they are. I don't know if it's just because they're here, they're pretty known, but I know they're really great seats, and quite a bit of people use them. Another reason I'm going with that company is their seats are fully customizable. I was there this week to go check out the seats and see kind of in person which one I wanted to get, what size I want to get and stuff like that, because they have a lot of choices. And yeah, they're fully custom. So when I showed up, I was surprised there was like no seats for sale. You can't just like show up and buy seats. You have to order them. And when you order them, you get to pick everything, which is awesome too. That's another benefit of why I like switching seats. I pretty much get to make my own seat. So I picked all the colors. So you get like 3 choices, 3 different colors you can pick for the backing of the seat, the front part of the seat, so this upper front part, and then the center section of the seat also you can be all different colors. You can pick the stitching color. You can get stitching patterns in the center. So they have like diamond, they have diamond like patterns. They have Italian, more like a Lambo, I guess, stitching. They have just different ones. I don't remember all off the top of my head. So, and then also like the logos, you can pick the logo colors. There's a lot of choices you can make. So every seat they make is pretty much unique to what you want. And that's the only downside right now is, so these seats are selling today. They sold pretty fast. They actually sold within 24 hours of me posting them. And at first it was just kind of like a joke, like well, not a joke, but it was like one of those things where you're just like, let me put them up for sale, like, you know, like I don't think they want to buy them right away. But no, there's people like messaging me like crazy, really wanting the seats. And I found a guy that was really excited about them, so he's gonna be here picking them up here today. So literally like within 24 hours, I didn't have a lot of time to actually like think it through and make sure I'm making the right choice, but I'm pretty confident I'm making the right choice. But anyways, back to the seats. These are gonna be selling, if you guys saw them online, you saw what they're posted for. And the new seats, I'm actually saving like $1,000. I'm gonna profit, no, I guess not profit, it'll go back to the car, obviously, but about $1,000 difference. And that was only possible, honestly, due to one of my friends. His name is Justin. He works over at Status Racing. We kind of talked about the seats a little bit, and the seats themselves are around like $2,000. I was like, all right, that's doable, you know, it's not bad. But then I started adding the harnesses, because I'm gonna have to go with 5-point harnesses because I'm not gonna have the buckles anymore. I had to get a plate for it, so 2 plates for each side, and then on the plate the side mounts sit where that actually holds the seat. And all that, once I added all that in, it was like $2,600. I was like, oh man, that's like quite a bit. So I kind of messaged him back and was like, you know what, I don't think I'm gonna do it, you know, it's quite a bit. But then he messaged me back and told me, I guess pretty much he can give me his employee discount, which was nice. It saved me quite a bit of money, so that kind of helped me to really go after those seats. And I'm pretty confident in the result that I'm gonna have. I'm excited for the new seats. Sorry, I got a goober here. So yeah, but the only downside, it's gonna be 4 weeks since they're custom seats. It's gonna be about a 4-week turnaround time, so the car's gonna be sitting in the garage as is, just empty, no seats for about a month. But that's fine, it gives me some time. There's some other stuff I wanna do. I kinda wanna play around with possibly making the front fender ducts actually functional. I'll show you guys. So one of the things I'm going to be playing around with while the car is waiting for the new seats, I'm going to be trying to make these functional. A lot of people think they're fake, but actually when I took off the liner in the back, you won't be able to see right now, but it actually has slits going through. And then so if you take off your liner, it actually make it a functional, as you can see here, it kind of goes back. So I'm going to try to put the liner back in, cut out the slit for that, and then kind of make a little like slots for it, so the air could flow through. And then I saw another guy on the forums, his name's Will, or I think it's Will I Am on like Instagram, but I saw he actually flared these out. So he figured out a way to like from the bottom to like pop them out so they actually open up further. So I'm gonna be looking into that, possibly doing that. I'll give you guys a look at the interior with no seats. I'm gonna give this all a good cleaning. It's pretty dirty. The rear part of the cage isn't like fully on right now. I had to remove it to take the back section of the seats off. But yeah guys, I'm really gonna miss these seats. I don't think I'll ever get another chance to pick up a set of these seats. As you guys know, they don't really go for sale quite often. This is actually the only set I've ever seen for sale, so big ups to that guy that picked them up. And yeah, car looks pretty good with no seats in it. It's gonna look really good with the new seats, so I cannot wait. My dog here chilling, helping me out. By the way, if you guys haven't seen already, this is the new wrap. Came out great. I'm still gonna wrap the hood. Surprise, surprise. I'm not a big fan of the exposed carbon look. I have the vinyl sitting in the garage, and sorry, my room. Waiting to put it on. It's just been too hot to do it. So I'm gonna be putting the new wrap on the hood, and then leaving the vents carbon, or at least the side walls of the vents right here carbon. I think that'll look really good with these wrapped too. Just like a subtle, you'll still see the carbon a little bit, but it's gonna look cleaner. Alright guys, I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you guys for checking it out. I'll try to add the guy's DM, the new guy that's picking up the seats. Sorry, I'll try to add his Instagram name so you guys can follow him and kind of check out his car. I think he's new to the ISF community, so definitely give him a follow. Check out his car and with these awesome seats. Yep, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys later.